Hi Dari. This is a video to look into two things. Firstly, if you've got an iPhone, how to set it so that it takes photographs in high efficiency format. Alternatively, the more normal setting is to set it in a more compatible format, which is JPEG. So first of all, we're going to go to the settings panel of the iPhone. So if we go into settings and then scroll down till you get to the camera app, click on camera, and then there's a formats. So we're in settings, camera, formats, and so there's two settings, either high efficiency, HEIF, or most compatible, which is JPEG.jpg. So I've set it to high efficiency at the moment. If I then go back to the menu, home screen, and press on my camera app, you'll see I've got HEIF Max up here. So if I hold down on that, I've actually got choices between HEIF Max and RAW. So if I click on RAW Max, for example, that sets the format for my camera app to take RAW Max photographs. And if I hold on the button and then go back to HEIF Max, we're now saving in HEIF format. So let's go back to settings, and we're in, again, settings, camera, formats. We click on most compatible, then go back to the camera app. We see the choices. Hold on that button, which is now changed to JPEG Max. We hold on that button, we've got the choices of actually JPEG Max or RAW12 RAW Max. So if I hit on RAW Max, we're back to RAW Max. If I hold that button, you then can go back to JPEG Max. So in this way, whenever you take a photograph, you're either going to save it in a JPEG format or this high efficiency format. And the next part of the video tutorial, we're going to look at what can you do if you've previously taken photographs in this high efficiency format and you would like to convert them to JPEG. And I'm going to be talking to Windows users here, because if you've had the temerity to buy a non-Apple computer system, you might be having some trouble with the conversion. Okay, let's continue. We have a number of rather annoying HEIC files on your Windows computer. Now, of course, the bigger picture is that there's an easier solution to all of these problems, and the easiest solution is just to buy an Apple Macintosh computer, and that's what Apple would absolutely love you to do. Now, some would say that they create annoying formats like HEIC, and back in the day, the AAC audio format, specifically just to annoy Windows users, because if you can remember when MP3 was an actually universal standard, Apple came up with something else. Anyway, so we're in the position that, let's say that you have previously taken some photographs on your iPhone. You don't own an Apple computer and you own a Windows desktop or laptop computer. And for some reason, those files would be on your file system. How would that be, by the way? You probably connected your iPhone directly into the Windows computer. That's what I did earlier. And I think on this, please tell me I've got some HEIC files on this computer. Okay, so I don't see them initially. I want to get a move on. I've got some on the Apple desktop. I'm going to drag the files onto the desktop of the Windows computer, and nothing happened. I'm sure it happened before. Let's do Apple copy on the file manager window, Apple paste. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so what we've done is I've got some HEIC files here. Now you'll see they've got some thumbnails. I'm going to try and do everything from scratch so that you can see how to replicate everything yourself. And I've got my wonderful Irfan View project installed. So if I just press the Windows key and type in IRFAN, and then I click on other button, I can do uninstall. So I'm going to completely uninstall the program, and then we're going to download it, install it, Did it do that? IRFAN. Already uninstalled it or not? Just check. Earphone view 8 megabytes. Let's make sure we're going to uninstall it. Uninstall. Okay, so now if we go back to, if we do Control R to maybe refresh that. So now you'll see that HEIC files are showing up as kind of unknown. It doesn't load Earphone View to look at those files because it doesn't know about Earphone View. So what we're going to do first is tell you that there's a thumbnail there. Let's just get rid of that, shall we? So with modern Windows systems, there's the Apple Store, or there's still the possibility to download the binary or the setup program just like you did in the olden days. I'm going to do it just like the olden days because the Earphone View that you download, I believe, is better equipped to deal with everything than the App Store version. So we're not going to use the Windows App Store. We are going to use Earphone View download, and that's going to www.earphoneview.com. That's the correct website to go to. Don't go to third-party website when you can go to the original. By the way, Earphone, I've used this program for over 20 years, and it's from a guy called Earphone. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to download from FOSS-Hub the Earphone View product. FOSS-Hub, okay. Oh yes, there we are. So first of all, we're going to download the Windows 64-bit installer. Okay. Of course, that's inside the area that I need to. I'm just going to come off the screen so you can see the fact that I've got the setup file. I'm going to click on the setup file. I'm going to install Earphone View version 4.7. Now we're on this is Windows 11. Oh, thanks by the way to Amber for lending me this lovely PC. Let's just show you that PC. This is a terrible segue, but Amber's lent me this lovely gaming laptop. It's not the most up-to-date laptop, but it runs absolutely fine, and it's for sale for buttons. So if you're interested, then you should contact me at the time of this video, which is January 2025. Anyway, back to the plot, which is that with Windows 11, you can't directly set these associations, and that's what it says here. So what you need to do is just press next, and then we're going to save it there. It's default, and I'm not going to open Earphone View. I'm going to finish. So now we've installed Earphone View. We're now going to take all the plugins as an installer. So click on this. And again, it's downloaded a file you can't see. There you are. Plugins. We're going to run that installation program. And this doesn't take long. It's like this, it's already got the right installation directory. And that is basically it. That was quite painless, wasn't it? We've now installed Earphone View, and if we do a Control R to refresh that file manager window, you'll see that it still doesn't recognize HEIC as being openable by Earphone View. So I'm going to show you how to set that for all HEIC files. So click on the file, then other button, then I'm going to say open with. Now if you say open with Earphone View 64-bit here, it only opens that one file. So we're going to say choose another app. Then we're going to click on Earphone View. Other programs are available. And then click on Always. So now it's opened that HEIC file in Earphone View. And as you can see, Earphone View can read HEIC files. So now, if I do Control R, which will refresh Windows File Explorer here, just like it always works. Let's just go into temp. Yeah. So I've just gone out and back into the directory. So now you see that the HEIC files are openable by EarthOnView. So if I was, now I've configured EarthOnView with all sorts of different options, or I had, let's see, I need to go back into EarthOnView and reconfigure those options. So again, excuse me for the lengthy video, but it's interesting because we're going to find out how to do that. Let's click on Windows key and type in IRFAN, and we're going to say other button. We're going to say pin to start, other button, and pin to taskbar. So it's now here. So now we're going to click on EarthOnView. Then we're going to say options. I'm going to go through all the options that I would normally set, which I believe have been unset since I've uninstalled the program. So starting from the top, again, we're in options. Just close that down again slowly. Options, properties, settings. So I would say only one instance of EarthOnView is active. The screen's a bit small. I'll have to put the old glasses on. Okay. Extensions. So we've already set that default for HEIC. Viewing. Browsing. Editing. Full screen. I think I say full screen, all images and movies. Zoom options. Color management. Sound. File handling. Ask me for deleting files, I'll switch that off. Language, English, toolbar, plugins. Now all of these plugins have automatically been installed because we've installed the plugins via the installation program. So everything should work as super duper. Batch dialog. Yeah, so I didn't change very much then. I think there's a few more things to change. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we've already established in the file manager. Click on any of these files and it'll automatically start EarthOnView here. So there's an example. You see the file. Yeah, you can see the file HEIC is in the title. And if I press the cursor keys, I should be able to go from one photo to the next. Right, you can see that's HEIC. Each program's HEIC. So that's all good. So it's easily able to look at HEIC files, which is great. But what you might want to do is convert all of these files to JPEGs. So how would you do that? Well, EarthOnView's got that facility quite easily. So I'm going to start EarthOnView again. I'm going to do File. I'm going to do Batch Conversion. And I'm in D:\temp. Just make sure I'm in there. D:\temp. I'm going through Apple conversion. D:\temp. So that selects that directory, and I'm going to say all of HEIC. So then we've just got those files there. So they're going to select. I'm doing Shift downward arrow. That selects all of those files, and then I'm going to do Add. So to get everything right so far. Then it says output format is JPEG. And where is it going to put the output files? I've already created a directory in the D drive called output. So I'm going to say, let's say browse, so to show you, not the C drive, but the D drive and output. Okay, so I've selected the files. I'll put them down here. I've said what the output format needs to be. And here's the output directory. I'm going to do start batch. Show preview image. I need to do that, do I? Start batch. Dun, dun, dun. No warnings, nothing. End batch. Exit batch. Exit doodah. So now I can go into D/output. Terribly exciting. And yes, they're all there. So if I do view details, we've got file sizes of about well, the largest file size here is 2 megabytes. I click on, and you can see that the JPG extension is known to Earthfan View. So I'll double click on that and you'll get the file, and of course that's a JPG file. I've got some sort of preview switched on the right hand side here. I'll get rid of that. Anyway, let's go to temp. And of course the file size isn't shown. Come on, guys. Size. Well, you can see actually these files look slightly larger, which looks slightly ironic because HEIC is supposed to be the smallest, most efficient format. Anyway, so here are the HEIC files, and you'll find I've converted all of them in the output directory to JPEG. So what have we learned? We've learned that it's best to have an Apple computer and an Apple iPhone, and you should definitely be thinking again if you've got a poor old Windows computer. But on the off chance that you have got a Windows computer, then for existing HEIC files, you can use Earthfan View to convert them. And you can go into your settings app and then go into the options for the camera and switch it so that in future when you take photographs, they get saved in a JPEG format, which will be much more hospitable to Windows. So that is it. Thanks for watching.